Become the best version of yourself. Hello, beautiful people. I hope you're doing absolutely amazing today. Thank you for clicking on this video. And thank you for giving your valuable time to something that can truly change your life. Today, I want to speak directly to your heart, your potential, and the greatness that lives inside you. This message is for anyone who feels stuck, anyone who wants more from life, and anyone who believes, even a little bit, that they are capable of becoming so much more. Today's topic is powerful, meaningful, and deeply personal: how to become the best version of yourself. So sit back, relax, and let every word sink into your mind, because this message has the power to shift your mindset, elevate your life, and awaken the strongest version of you. Becoming the best version of yourself is not a one-day project, a one-week transformation, or a quick motivational boost that disappears as soon as the video ends. It is a lifelong journey, a journey that starts with awareness, grows with discipline, and flourishes with consistency. The truth is, the best version of you already exists inside you. It's not something outside. It's not something you have to find somewhere else. It's already within you, waiting to be unlocked. Most people live their lives at a fraction of their potential, not because they are weak, not because they are slow, not because they lack opportunities. Most people never become who they could be because they are trapped inside the prison of their old habits, their old fears, their old excuses, and their old beliefs. Becoming the best version of yourself means breaking those chains, rewriting your story, and stepping into a life where you finally start growing instead of repeating. We all want to improve, but improvement doesn't happen through wishes. It happens through action. And the first step to becoming your best self is self-awareness. You can't change what you refuse to face. You can't grow from what you avoid. You can't improve what you ignore. Self-awareness means asking yourself difficult questions. Who am I right now? What are my weaknesses? What are my strengths? What habits are destroying my progress? What fears are holding me back? What beliefs are limiting my success? These questions may be uncomfortable, but they open the doorway to your transformation. The best version of yourself requires courage to see the truth about your life, even when that truth hurts. Many people avoid reflection because they're scared to see how much time they've wasted, how many chances they've skipped, how many dreams they've postponed. But you cannot build a better life on lies. You cannot grow while pretending. The moment you face your truth, you become powerful. You stop being a passenger in your life and become the driver. Once you gain self-awareness, the next step is responsibility. Taking responsibility means understanding that your life is created by you, not by fate, not by luck, not by circumstances, not by other people. You are the author of your life story. If you want a better chapter, you must write it with your own actions. Blaming others feels easier, but it keeps you weak. Taking responsibility feels heavy at first, but it makes you unstoppable. The best version of yourself does not look for excuses. The best version of you takes control. And then comes something truly important: discipline. Discipline is the bridge between who you are and who you want to be. Motivation may inspire you, but discipline transforms you. Motivation changes your mood. Discipline changes your life. Anyone can start, but not everyone continues. Anyone can try for one day, but the best version of yourself shows up every day, even when it's hard, even when it's boring, even when nobody is watching. Your growth is hidden in the small actions, the small habits, the invisible work you do in private. The best version of yourself is built with daily routines. Small, simple, repeatable actions that compound over time. Read 10 pages a day. Exercise for 20 minutes. Learn something new. Reflect on your goals. Improve your communication. Practice gratitude. These little habits may look small, but they are powerful. Your life changes when your habits change. But to build these habits, you must defeat your biggest enemy, your old self. Your old self is lazy, scared, doubtful, comfortable, and resistant to change. Your old self loves procrastination. Your old self loves easy things. Your old self fears failure and avoids challenges. And that old self will fight to survive. It doesn't want to be replaced. Becoming your best self means destroying your old self with better actions, better habits, better decisions, and a stronger mindset. One of the biggest steps in this journey is mindset transformation. Your mind controls everything: your emotions, your decisions, your habits, and your future. The best version of yourself thinks differently. It sees challenges as opportunities. It sees failures as lessons. It sees effort as necessary. It sees growth as non-negotiable. When your mindset changes, your life changes. When you believe you deserve better, you stop accepting less. Your mindset determines how high you rise. Another powerful part of becoming your best self is learning to let go. Let go of toxic people. Let go of negative environments. Let go of old habits. Let go of unhealthy thinking. Let go of past failures. Let go of the fear of judgment. You cannot fly if you keep holding the weight of your past. Letting go is not weakness. It is strength. It is courage. It is healing. It is freedom. The best version of yourself is not held down by the past. And then comes focus. We live in a world full of distractions, phones, notifications, entertainment, opinions, and noise. Most people are not failing because they lack talent. They are failing because they lack focus. Your attention is the most valuable currency in the world. Where your focus goes, your life goes. If you focus on problems, your life becomes heavy. If you focus on progress, your life becomes powerful. If you focus on excuses, you stay stuck. If you focus on growth, you evolve. To become the best version of yourself, you must protect your focus. Limit distractions. Create boundaries. Build a routine. Make time for your dreams. Life doesn't give you opportunities. You create them with focus and effort. Another key to transformation is confidence. Confidence is not arrogance. Confidence is not pretending. Confidence is quiet strength. It comes from knowing you are doing the work. It comes from respecting yourself. It comes from seeing real progress. Confidence grows when you do the things you once feared. When you take small steps outside your comfort zone. When you prove to yourself that you are capable. The best version of yourself believes in your abilities, not because of luck, but because of effort. A major part of becoming your best self is setting powerful goals. You cannot grow without direction. You cannot improve without targets. Your goals must challenge you, push you, inspire you, and stretch you. But goals alone are not enough. You must create systems, daily actions that move you closer every single day. There will be moments when you feel tired, discouraged, or frustrated. That is normal. The journey is not always smooth. But the best version of yourself is built during these tough moments. Growth happens when you push forward even when you don't feel like it. You will also face fear. Fear of failure. Fear of change. Fear of judgment. Fear of the unknown. But fear is only powerful when you run from it. When you face it, fear becomes fuel. The best version of you is not fearless, but brave. You must also learn to protect your energy. Not everyone around you wants you to grow. Some people prefer the old version of you because it makes them feel comfortable. Some people don't like your growth because it reminds them of their lack of effort. Some people will doubt you, judge you, or try to discourage you. The best version of yourself chooses carefully who gets access to your mind and your heart. Another essential part of becoming your best self is self-love. Self-love is not selfishness. It is self-respect, self-value, and self-care. When you love yourself, you stop tolerating disrespect. You stop accepting less than you deserve. You stop harming yourself with bad habits. You stop destroying yourself with negative thoughts. Love is the foundation of growth. You also need patience. Improvement takes time. Success takes effort. Growth takes consistency. You cannot rush your journey. You cannot compare your journey with others. You cannot expect immediate results. The best version of yourself understands that meaningful change takes months and years, not minutes and hours. The best version of yourself is also a learner. A curious mind grows. A stubborn mind stays stuck. Read books. Listen to great people. Study your craft. Learn new skills. The more you learn, the more you earn, emotionally, mentally, and financially. And then there is gratitude. Gratitude transforms your perspective. It makes you appreciate your progress, your blessings, your journey, and your strength. Gratitude gives you peace, stability, and balance. The best version of yourself is grateful and grounded. At the end of the day, becoming the best version of yourself is not about perfection. It is about progress. It is about waking up each day and choosing growth over comfort, strength over excuses, discipline over laziness, dreams over distractions. You don't have to be better than others. You only need to be better than who you were yesterday. The best version of yourself is disciplined, focused, confident, grateful, self-aware, loving, hardworking, and unstoppable. All of that is already inside you. All you need to do is unlock it. Becoming the best version of yourself also means learning how to control your emotions. Many people allow their emotions to control their decisions, their relationships, their motivation, and even their self-worth. But emotional control is a form of mastery that separates the average person from the exceptional one. When you learn to pause instead of reacting, reflect instead of exploding, and respond instead of acting impulsively, you level up your life in a powerful way. The best version of yourself is calm, collected, and intentional. When you feel anger, instead of letting it destroy your peace, you learn from it. When you feel sadness, instead of sinking into darkness, you seek understanding. When you feel fear, instead of running, you walk forward with courage. Emotional mastery doesn't mean you don't feel emotions. It means you don't let them drive your life. Another important step in your journey is consistency. Consistency beats talent. Consistency beats motivation. Consistency beats luck. Most people know what they should do, but they don't do it long enough to see results. They start strong, but they stop early. They get excited, but they lose momentum. But you, if you want to become the best version of yourself, you must treat consistency like oxygen. You don't quit. You don't stop. You don't give up after one difficult week or one bad month. You keep going. You keep showing up. Imagine how powerful your life would become if you stayed consistent with your goals for 1 year. Just 1 year of discipline can put you 5 years ahead in life. But the best version of yourself doesn't think only of 1 year. It thinks of a lifetime of growth. One of the biggest obstacles you will face on your journey is self-doubt. Doubt will whisper, "You're not good enough. You're not ready. You don't deserve success. What if you fail?" But understand this clearly, self-doubt is a liar. It is not your intuition. It is not your truth. It is a leftover voice from your past, shaped by failures, shaped by fear, shaped by people who underestimated you, shaped by moments where you didn't believe in yourself. You cannot let that voice control your future. Whenever doubt appears, replace it with courage. Not confidence, courage. Confidence grows later, but courage is what you need in the beginning. And along this journey, you must understand the importance of discipline over motivation. Motivational moments are beautiful. They push you, inspire you, give you energy. But motivation fades. It is like a flame, bright for a moment, but gone the next. Discipline, however, is like the sun. It rises every day. Discipline shows up when motivation disappears. Discipline keeps going when emotions fluctuate. Discipline is what makes ordinary people achieve extraordinary things. Becoming your best self also means learning how to use your time wisely. Time is the most valuable asset you have. Once it's gone, you can never get it back. The best version of yourself doesn't waste hours scrolling mindlessly, gossiping, procrastinating, or living on autopilot. The best version of yourself schedules your days with intention. You create time for learning, time for rest, time for work, time for growth, and time for becoming better. Every minute becomes meaningful. You must also develop mental toughness. Life is not easy, and the path of self-growth is full of challenges. But difficulties are not punishments. They are opportunities. Every struggle you face is shaping you into someone stronger. Every challenge is preparing you for a bigger purpose. Every failure is teaching you something valuable. To become the best version of yourself, you must embrace difficulty. When life gets harder, you get stronger. You also need to understand that becoming the best version of yourself is not just about success and achievement. It is also about character. The best version of you is kind, respectful, humble, patient, and compassionate. You treat people with dignity. You help others when you can. You uplift those around you. Success without character is empty. Growth without kindness is meaningless. The best version of yourself inspires others not just through words, but through actions. But to stay on the path of growth, you must develop clarity. Clarity means knowing exactly what you want, who you want to become, and what life you want to live. Without clarity, you will waste years wandering without purpose. With clarity, your life becomes focused, powerful, and direct. Clarity saves you time. Clarity saves you energy. Clarity saves you from distractions. When you know your direction, saying no becomes easier, and saying yes becomes meaningful. Another key aspect of becoming your best self is investing in your health. You cannot become the strongest version of yourself if you ignore your body. Your energy, your mood, your discipline, your mindset, all of it is affected by your physical health. Eat clean, drink more water, reduce unhealthy habits, train your body, build strength, move daily. A strong body supports a strong mind. The best version of yourself also learns the power of solitude. Spending time alone is not loneliness, it is self-discovery. When you sit with your thoughts without distractions, you gain clarity. You understand your purpose. You reconnect with your values. Solitude is where you grow silently and then return to the world stronger. You must also learn to step outside your comfort zone. Growth lives outside comfort. Everything you want, success, confidence, freedom, happiness, requires courage. Your comfort zone may feel safe, but it is also where your dreams die. You must take risks. You must challenge yourself. You must face the unknown. The best version of yourself is not created in comfort. It is created in struggle, in effort, in new experiences. And as you continue your journey, remember that the best version of yourself is not someone you become instantly. It's someone you build slowly through daily choices. Every day is an opportunity to rise, to improve, to evolve. Even if your progress is small, it still matters. Small steps eventually become big results. Small improvements become powerful transformations.